What's up guys? Today we are going to do a how to install Joe Toth's rear diffuser. Guys, alright, so today I'm gonna go ahead and take out the rear diffuser that we got from Joe Toth, and we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get this thing started. So got the little gal sitting here. She's been here a little cold this last week, so might take her out today. The roads look like they're a little drier. Check out what we got in here, and we're gonna make this thing look sick. This is dope. I don't know if it's just me or if the bigger the part is, the more exciting it just feels. But here we are. Dang, this is sweet. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing opened up. I've gotten to speak with Joe a few times now, and he is just such a super nice dude and such a cool enthusiast for the sport and for the builds. It's pretty cool just to have someone that is that genuine making parts like this for the cars that we love. So if you guys haven't checked out Joe in the past or haven't heard of him before, definitely recommend checking him out. Joe Toth Composites. I believe I'm pronouncing his name correctly, but if I'm not, feel free to correct me. There's the 4 mounting screws. He hand makes or lays these things himself, and has come up with a look, fit, and finish that, look at that. That is gonna look sick. Got the fins. Here's the lay on the front. You kind of see the fit and finish and the quality. Includes some 3M adhesive here, just for a nice clean seal. And yeah, this is gonna look super clean. It comes, so I'm lucky, I got a black paint job on the car, so it comes with a black gloss finish, ABS finish, so I'm totally content with that, and we'll see how this thing goes on. All right guys, it's been a long time since I've posted something up on the channel with the car, and so I wanted to do something today just to kind of keep things rolling. We've been busy with work, transition, getting ready for the baby, and you know, just life stuff. Had some family visiting, which was awesome, and so got a little bit of time this morning, and we'll take care of adding some new stuff to the car. That cold start. Everybody loves cold start. Might as well put one in here. All right, she's warming up. Sounds good. Got that white smoke at the beginning, but it goes away. All right, I'm just gonna take her out for a little spin just to warm her up, get the fluids going. We definitely have some snow on the ground still, but the roads are dry, so I'm not too worried about taking her out. It's in the 30s today. So we'll get this girl a little warmed up and get some oil flowing through her, since I haven't driven it for about a week or so, and maybe go get some coffee, come back, let her cool down, put the diffuser on. So yeah, pretty wild how much snow we have gotten in the last week or so. We don't usually get a ton of snow here in Boise, but I guess I'm in Meridian, but Boise area, and yeah, so we've got some standing snow still, which is rare for us. Kind of cool. Gonna enjoy it, and we're heading into spring here shortly anyways, so And the car just sounds so good, just rolling through the gears. It's not fully warm yet, so I'm shifting below 3,000 here. Letting her get nice and toasty first. All right, just a little roll through the gears. Oh, she sounds so good. And that's only about 4,000 RPMs or so, so pretty cool. All right, got my coffee, make sure I got enough room here. Woohoo! Perfect fit. So I can go ahead and get into this thing. So this is what we've got on here right now is the Maxton Designs rear diffuser. I don't think it goes well with the contours of the car. Don't think it preserves kind of the flow into the midsection of the rear of the car. So it kind of pops back out, which I don't really care for. The side skirts from Maxton are sick. The front lip from Joe Toth is amazing. Probably the sweetest front lip I've ever seen. And thing just looks super good. So I've now got the Joe Toth rear diffuser, which I am super pumped on. So I'm gonna take off the Maxton one and then we'll get to town on this thing. All right, so the Maxton Designs rear diffusers are 2 pieces. They've been removed, so if anybody wants those, I'll probably be putting them up for sale. Here's the OEM rear end look, and we'll go ahead and put on the good stuff. All right, let's get a little test fit on here and see what she looks like. Into the OEM slots with these screws or the ones provided, so go ahead and check that out. But it should be a pretty simple installation here on your 987 Cayman. All right, I'm gonna give you a quick run through of what we're gonna attempt to do as smoothly as possible. So we've got the diffuser laying here. I've got a rubber yoga mat here just so we can be comfortable. A lot easier if you have a lift. I don't have one yet. We might get one in the future if I keep doing things like this. One thing to note is that we've got some cutouts here on the end of the diffuser. These are made to mount in between your belly pan. Let's see if I can get you a better shot. So in between the cross member here and the belly pan. So in between there, we'll want to loosen these nuts up, get this slid in, and then reattach this. That way your unit stays fully attached if you're going on a track day or have any type of aggressive driving or even day-to-day driving. The other thing to note is that these 2 holes, 1 and 2, will mount up with these screws already in the stock bumper, which is awesome, on both sides. So we'll go ahead, we'll loosen these cross member nuts, and then we'll go ahead, slide this in, get these lined up, and then remove the tape, let it adhere, and then screw these in and tighten those up all together. And we will have a new bumper, or actually new diffuser. Of course, anywhere we're mounting any of the tape, we want to make sure that we have a clean point to adhere. I don't know what to adhere. There you go. Wow. Good job, Shelby. Might as well just clean the underside of this whole unit down. Wipe her down with solvent that would help just remove any of that gunk buildup and make it easy for the 3M tape to adhere nice and clean. All right, to loosen the belly pan, you'll need a 15 mil socket, and we'll go ahead and loosen that up, and that way we can slide this thing in between them. Probably don't need to take them all the way off, but we'll at least loosen it enough so that we can fit that cap in there. That should be enough. All right, so slide this in between. And that'll kind of hold this as we float it. And I'm not going to tighten these until we get everything lined up, of course, on the sides. And I want to make sure that our screws going back in will be fitting properly and smoothly. So we'll go ahead and get that going first. Now the stock screws that go in to these panels here are like this. The ones that Joe provides are similar, just significantly longer. So I might try, we'll see. See if we can use either of these, which one may be a little bit more snug. They're a little bit different diameters, so we'll check it out. See if I can get that. This one's just a screwdriver, so make sure that looks like that fits in nice and snug. All right, so when you guys are putting the rear diffuser on, the two OEM screws here will line up. If your car is obviously a little bit older like mine, you may want to fiddle with pulling the bumper skirt just a little bit in or out to make them line up. As things move over time and the bumpers can warp or just kind of misalign a little bit, but everything lines up nice and good. Make sure you put them in, get them snug, and then we'll go ahead and remove the 3M adhesive as everything's set, and then we'll tighten everything with the cross member below, and then for the 4 screws on the sides. All right, so the 3M adhesive, just get it started, and then I'm gonna heat it up just because it's cold out, just in case. You probably don't have to do that, especially if you have normal temps around 60 to whatever. But I'm gonna heat mine up with the heat gun and then remove the adhesive, let it seal and adhere to the bumper, and then tighten up all the bolts. All right, so not getting it too hot here, but just warming it up on both sides. And that way we can stick it on there nice and snug. All right, so we'll remove a little strip here so the adhesive can stick on both sides. To go ahead and get everything stuck to the bumper as best as we can. It's just a little bit warm to the touch, so nothing crazy. Both sides here. kind of see the gap fill and stretch as it attaches to the bumper. Apply pressure and let it adhere. And now we'll tighten up the screws on either side, and then the belly pan. Don't over tighten them, just make them nice and snug. You don't want to pull through the panel. You can feel up underneath the pan as well, just to ensure that you're in the OEM mount holes properly. All nice and secure. Now I'll do the other side. This one came in just a little bit at an angle, as the bumper's not exactly aligned as it should be, so just keep that in mind. You might have to come in just at a slight angle to get set into the mount hole, which is okay. You do want to use the screws that Joe provides because they have a base plate that seals the mounting point. So, all right, and now go ahead and tighten up the belly pan. Make sure this is all back properly in place, and I'll show you guys once this is snug kind of what that should look like. Of course, if you do not do this step properly, you could have issues if you're on the track or even just driving, where the pan will get pulled down and drag on the ground. So that's why you want this done properly. Wouldn't suggest over tightening this, as it's not meant to be ridiculously tight. All right, I think we're good. All right, so we've got the rear diffuser from Joe Toth installed. It looks, in my opinion, a lot more in line with the stock and OEM body lines than what I had on there, and looks a lot more aggressive as well. So the belly pan actually holds the rear diffuser in place. You know, there's insights that this helps the continuation of airflow underneath the chassis, as most of the car is covered up anyways. So the stock one is fully exposed through the exhaust area, which is kind of cool to have this all covered up now. So let me know what you guys think. If you guys need help installing this, feel free to comment, let me know, and hit up Joe. His link is in the description. And yeah, I think it looks a lot better. We'll take her out and check it out and get some photos too. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Subscribe. Let me know what else you guys think we should do to this thing, and let me know what you think, if it looks better, worse, and different than what we had on there and stock. So have a good one. Talk to you later.